Thank you so much for stopping by and checking in with your girl. We are here for your pop-up peek reading. We're going to get a sneak peek of what's going on with you going into the month of August. Check that chart, because you don't just have to be a Taurus sun to be up in here. You could be any place with a Taurus, and some messages in here definitely could resonate with you. To follow my socials, they will be in the description box and the pinned comment in the comment section. Make sure you guys are checking out my Mercury retrograde readings, as well as my series Can We Talk About It, and Just for the Girls. Okay, we have already pulled one card to see what your overall energy is going to be going into the month of August and during the month of August. It look a little messy. It's my type of shit. Okay, so we have karmic partner as your overall energy, boy, showing up in reverse, and then we have frenemy showing up on the bottom of the deck. All right, so the first thing that came to mind for me is karmic partner in reverse with the frenemy showing up on the bottom of the deck. Taurus. Tens across the board. Some of you guys really did the right thing in rejecting a person, a friendship, a romantic relationship, carrying on a relationship with someone who, you know, was smiling in your face but was, you know, something else behind your back. You did the right thing in rejecting a relationship with this person. You know, karmic partners in spirituality, most of the time it gets talked about as, you know, being with somebody romantically, right? Or someone that you're involved with, getting involved with somebody, you know, who is a karmic partner. But karmic partners are just people who we get close to, who are meant to teach us lifelong lessons about who we shouldn't be involved with, who we shouldn't be around, who we shouldn't get too close to, what we shouldn't do with certain people, certain actions that we should or shouldn't take in regards to certain people. They're just meant to, you know, bring transformative lessons in your life. Now, more times than not, they do come in romantic relationships, but like I said, they could be in regards to relationships with family, they could be in regards to relationships with people that you have work opportunities with, and it could be in regards to friendships. And like I said, some of you guys were right in rejecting a certain frenemy, someone that you had some sort of some sort of friendship with, because this person was no bueno para too. Like I said, this is someone that would, you know, smile in your face, behind your back they talk mad, you know, I was gonna say mad junk about you. That's crazy. So Taurus, I could be warning you about somebody. Taurus, you could have already allowed this to happen, or the Taurus is the culprit and they have been rejected by somebody, and now I'm hearing they flipped. I'm seeing that also being the case. You rejected someone, or someone rejecting you, and now someone is, you know, you know, they went from an admirer to an enemy, which is really just one and the same. I'm hearing they're only your enemy because they're your admirer. Huh? Spirit guys, what's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August and during the month of August in the year 2025? What's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August and during the month of August in the year 2025? Hierophant, Justice, and the Five of Cups. Y'all know that saying, God don't bless no mess. Now, whether or not you are religious or a spiritual person, I'm just seeing the energy of you get out what you put in. Hierophant, Justice, and the Five of Cups. You know, your rep is very importante. How you decide to live your life as a person, your character is very important. Okay, so if you're someone who moves around with no sort of integrity, no sort of morality, with the Five of Cups, you're probably not going to live that good of a life. You might be able to pretend like it is. You might be able to fake like it is. But with the Five of Cups, I'm hearing you go home and you cry at night. You know, I'm not saying you specifically, Taurus, but I'm just saying this is the energy of someone who, like I said, you know, they're getting from the world what they put out into the world. With the Five of Cups, I'm hearing they don't really do much. Good God. Or it's not an energy of they don't really do much. This is someone who, you know, feels a lot of regret, shame, embarrassment, sorrow. And with the Justice card, this for me is, you know, I don't want to say it's deserving, But it's almost like this is what you asked for. You know, this is, you know, doing certain things or getting involved in certain situations and then being upset at the results when it's like, girl, what the fuck you thought this was, all right? Just heard, welcome to the show. Yeah, you know, I just heard it's like you bought tickets and now you mad at, you know, the performance. What? This is buying into a certain idea or buying into a certain situation that, you know, you knew what it was from jump, and then, you know, being dissatisfied with getting jumped. You know what you came here for? Now, some people feel this way in regards to a certain relationship, specifically marriage, Hierophant, the Justice card. This is some people here like, you know, girl, I don't want to be with somebody no more. I want to separate. I want to divorce. Some people here could already be divorced or separated from somebody. Now, I do see some people, you know, the more they elevate spiritually, the more they elevate their mentality. They, you know, this for me is, you know, girl, I still go through this. This is like looking at the way that you handle or looking at the way that you have handled certain situations. It's like, girl, I hadn't even gave you niggas pussy. Ugh, I'm gagging. Okay. I think, what is it? It's either Ken the Man or Monaleo. It's one of their songs. But this for me is like, I hate that I even did that. I hate that I even acted like that. I hate that I even allowed that to happen to me, or I allowed that to happen in general. Taurus, you could be experiencing this in regards to certain things. The Hierophant is here, and I'm hearing that lets you know that you have some level of awareness, some level of consciousness or conscious about yourself. Whenever with the Five of Cups, you can experience dissatisfaction in regards to something, or feel some sort of way about something when it doesn't turn out the way that you want it to. Now, I say relationships because the cups, there's a cups card here. It's basically you not being happy about the way that something turned out, and it's affecting you emotionally. Because now with the Justice card, it's like this could, you know, legal matters come with the Justice card too. Policies, contracts, agreements. But if the Hierophant is first, if I'm being honest, and I know this might sound a little bit, you know, generic, it's like, you know, if you ain't get it, it wasn't for you. If it fell through, it wasn't for you. Justice, you know, you got to always ask yourself, well, what's next, you know? Especially when something isn't meeting, I'm hearing your level of satisfaction. Something here isn't fulfilling you. Justice card, you got to ask yourself, well, what am I willing to do about that? Hierophant, am I willing to put my best foot forward and go somewhere better for me? Or Five of Cups, am I just going to sit in, like I said, sorrow, regret, shame, embarrassment? Spirit guys, what's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August in the year 2025? What's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August and during the month of August in the year 2025? Now, like I said, some of you guys, a lot of us have to go through this. Five, because we have to go through this energy of like, I can't believe I let that happen. I can't believe I did this. I can't believe things turned out like this. So, Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles, we can seek out better things. We can seek out better opportunities for ourselves, better relationships for ourselves. And Taurus, I feel like either you going through that right now to where with the Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands, I did what I had to. I wasn't happy about something. I wasn't happy about the way that something was turning out, the way that something was moving. So I did something about it. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Wands. This for me is the Ace of Pentacles is out here, so it could have to do with finances. Doing something about your financial situation if you're not happy about it. Making certain financial investments if you want certain things. Yeah, Hierophant and Wheel of Fortune for me is, you know, it's like the only one stopping me from going through the door is me. All I gotta do is open it and walk through. Six of Wands, and lo and behold, there was a car waiting for me. Oh, we have a placement of Taurus. Jupiter and Taurus is out here. Justice, I'm hearing a lot of you guys are realizing I'm responsible for my happiness. I'm responsible for how I decide to live my life. So if I'm not happy with the way something is going, the way that something is turning out, it's up to me to change it. Now remember what your overall energy is. Karmic partner in reverse. A lot of you guys have had this sort of situation happen with certain people, or are having this sort of situation happen with certain people. Also, whenever you're someone that with the Hierophant, Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands is very confident in your faith, very confident in your ideals, very confident in your just who you are as an individual. You know, you're not changing for nobody. You know, I just heard you're not changing your tone for nobody. I said what I said, and I said it how I said it. All right, it wasn't disrespectful. It was just clear cut and concise. Some people still have a problem with that. You're going to attract people like that around you. Remember, what did I say at the beginning of the reading? Your admirer, but also your enemy. A lot of people will admire you for Hierophant being strong, and like I said, your faith and your ideals and your opinions and your thoughts. But they will also feel some sort of way towards you because the Five of Cups, you know, girls, I'm hearing something that you probably said offended them. The way that you're moving might, you know, make them feel some sort of way because it makes them kind of, you know, self-reflect. A lot of you guys have this sort of energy about yourself. And it's because of the way that you carry yourself. It's in the way that you act. It's in your personality. The justice card is out here. I'm hearing like a lot of you guys have a certain energy or presence about yourself that radiates, okay? Yeah, Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands for me is someone who sets certain achievements for themselves. They set certain, what's the word I'm looking for? Set certain goals for themselves, and they actually follow through. They do what they said they was going to do. And that could offend certain people around. Just like some people are not going to be able to congratulate you. Some people are not going to be able to clap for you or support you in certain things that you're doing when it's positive. Because of the Five of Cups, I'm hearing it's something that they wish they was doing. It's something they wish that they had the capability to do. Or you doing it makes them feel some sort of way about themselves. Why am I not doing it? Comparison is a thief of joy. I'm not saying change anything about yourself, Taurus. Okay, that's just how you gonna move. That's just how you gonna affect people. I'm hearing this the love-hate effect. Either people gonna love you, or people gonna hate you. You can't change the way, you know, who choose what. Spirit guides, what's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August and during the month of August in the year of 2025? What's happening to the Taurus zodiac going into the month of August and during the month of August 2025? Now, in some cases, I do see some bulls knowing that they're not happy with a certain situation. Nine of Swords, I'm hearing, is keeping them up at night. It's something that they can't get off their mind. Hangman, this for me is knowing that you're experiencing some sort of stagnancy or stagnation, and either you're sitting still until you figure out what you want to do moving forward, or you're just kind of just, okay, like you okay with standing still. But I'm hearing as time moves on, Five of Cups, you're getting more and more dissatisfied or unsatisfied with this. And it's starting to affect you emotionally, Justice card. And it's probably starting to show up in the way that you talk, in the way that you act, in the way that you interact. I'm hearing in the way that you take care of yourself. Judgment, because you know what needs to be done on your part. I do see that going on with certain bulls. And with, like I say, your overall energy being karmic partner, this is, knowing what you need to do in regards to certain people around you. Knowing what you need to do in regards to certain relationships around you. You don't like the way this person is treating you, let them go. Why are you still dealing with them? You don't like the environment that you're in regards to being around certain people, stop going, stop attending. You don't like your current circumstances, change it. You want to start doing certain things, do it. Yeah, Justice and the Hangman, is kind of like implementing your own roadblocks. You know, it's like whenever you decide to start moving different, acting different, or being different, that's when things will turn out different for you. But until then, you know, here you are, same place 5 years later. And like I said, a lot of us have been through that situation. You know, that's how we realize we need to change certain things about ourselves, especially if you hard-headed, like one. Okay, I feel like I'm a little hard-headed from time to time. Hangman for me can also be an energy of procrastination. So, you know, sometimes you put things on the back burner and, you know, like I said, 5 years have went by and it's still on the back burner. Now, some people need, you know, are going through this in regards to certain legalities. So policies, contracts, agreements. You know, you need to do something about that. You need to do something about those legal situations that you got going on. Six of Wands, certain things that you want to have, certain things you want to achieve, certain things that you want to experience. You know, I'm hearing you wishing, wanting, and hoping, but what you doing to actually do it? Oh my God, is this too harsh? It shouldn't be, girl. I'm hearing this and I'm like, yeah, bitch. I hear you, all right? Oh, also real quick, someone that I'm hearing pushed away, and this could be in a positive way and it could be in a negative way. In a positive way, someone that you pushed away who was a huge negative Nancy, 5 of Cups. This for me is like, you ain't happy with yourself, so I know you ain't finna be happy with me. All right? It's a good thing that you did this. Because with the 9 of Swords, Hangman, and the 5 of Cups, Debbie Downer would have downed you. This is someone who you would have spent so much time trying to satisfy. You would have never been able to satisfy yourself. Ooh. There is no pun intended. I do see some innuendo going on there. But this is someone who I feel like I'm hearing a perpetual victim. All right? They always need help. They always need consoling. They always need understanding. We can do that. Hierophant to Justice, but I'm hearing there's a limit. There is a limit. Okay, I'm hearing, okay, what you going to do? What you doing to fix the situation? And like I said, you push this person away. Good riddance. Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Pentacles for me is, hey girl, we don't need them too close to the table. All right? We don't need that person too close to the table. Because this person would have found a way to, I'm hearing, transfer their, you know, woe is me energy to you. You would have been operating in that energy as well. So it's a good thing that you decide to stop dealing with this friend, this romantic partner, this, I'm hearing this family member, this work partner, this person that wanted to collaborate with you in some sort of way. Now on the flip side, now hopefully you ain't this type of Taurus. But on the flip side, I see a Taurus who, like I said, pushed someone away. Excuse me. You saw that? It's like they don't even want to speak on it. It's like I see a Taurus that pushed someone away because I said it earlier, flip it around. They weren't happy with themselves. So they expected someone to, I'm hearing, curate happiness for them. Pour into me, sing to me, invest in me. Me. I matter. And they do. But this is someone who wants you to prioritize they want you to prioritize them, their situation, their circumstances, their feelings, their thoughts over your own. They never say it out loud, but they want you to drop everything whenever they call. And while, you know, a lot of us had that sort of energy towards people that we care about, they want this every time. And with the 5 of Cups, this for me is someone here who don't try to get out of their sorrow. You know, so every time you got to drop everything to help them out, it's never changing. You always got to drop everything for them. Like, damn, you ain't never, you know, I just heard you ain't never got it together. Signs: Libra, Scorpio, Leo, Gemini, Pisces, and Jupiter and Taurus is out here for any other place.